That's okay. Jurgen, we're all aware, obviously, what happened last night. So did you watch it in the end, and how do you feel about that result now?
It was really the result I expected. United tried whatever they can in the first half especially, so it was a bit unlucky in one or two moments, but then over the 95 minutes it was clear that they can't stand City in the moment, so I was not surprised by the result. I watched it and I said it already in another interview before, in a situation like that you assess a little bit yourself, and I was completely calm. I watched it, so it was clear that finally that game was played, because since months it feels there were always one game in hand. So now it's clear we are one point behind City, and we knew for a long time that if we win our last two games, the next two games, then the decision will be made in the last game, on the last match day, and that's then pretty special. But for that we have to win the next two games, which is difficult enough. And first of all, we have to play the next one against Huddersfield, and that's what we are concentrated now on.
So just before I ask you about Huddersfield Town,
bless you.
Before I ask you about Huddersfield Town, right, Mohamed Salah has been away as far as Time magazine's 100 most influential people in the world, which is incredible anyway. So what do you think about that? And is he back, and is he okay after the travelling? Yeah.
Travelling these days, nowadays is no problem anymore. It would be more problem if his car is broken and he has to walk from here. You had that, huh? So that's pretty comfortable, and I'm very proud of that, because people in football, we are obviously a lot on television, in newspapers, stuff like that, and most of the time we don't say really smart things. But Mo is a very smart person, and in his role, very influential as well, and so he said a couple of really good things, and inspired obviously some people, hopefully on one side to overthink a few things, and on the other hand side he got other people got aware of him and saw that in the world in a moment. It's very important that you have a voice like Mo's voice. It should not be his first job obviously, but it's very important that he has still an opinion and makes that opinion public. So I was completely fine. We always say football is not the most important thing in the world, but in moments when you have to prove it, then you have to be there, and that means, okay, of course he can miss one session. That's what he did, and today he will be in training, and everything will be fine again. And I saw a few pictures, so he looked brilliant in his, tuxedo or what? Wow. And saw that he met a lot of famous people. Mrs. Targaryen, she was there as well. If he would have asked me, maybe I would have joined him. But he didn't. So it was obviously very interesting and very good experience. So he's back and everything will be fine.
Thank you. Just to check with that squad then, Jurgen, Fabinho, how's he? Lovren okay as well, and Lallana ready to go?
All a bit questionable. We don't know it exactly in the moment, so we will have to see today. So we gave them all a proper rest. They untrained yesterday, so but that's okay probably, and the others we will see. We have to see. Ox trained, all good. Yeah.
Where are you at in your thinking in how you take this forward from here? Because you've got such a massive points total already. You're being linked with other players. There was a link with Lorenzo in senior at Napoli today. So how do you take this forward? I mean, you can comment on in senior as well if you like. But
Okay, we will not sign Lorenzo Insigne.
fine.
He's a very good player, but I guess he has a long-term contract at Napoli, and we will not even try it. So that's all I can say about this, and the rest is. What was exactly the idea of the question?
How do you take it forward? Because you've got such a big points total this season. The squad has performed so well. So how do you improve it further from here now?
Oh, that's always more difficult the better the team gets. That's what it's a good sign. It's a good sign because transfers are not there to excite the people out there and think, wow, a new player and stuff like that. Actually, the job is to improve the team, and there's different ways. We said that always. It's about with training. Actually, I think it's the best way to do. And if you have to sign somebody, you sign somebody. If you have him then you don't think immediately about doing the same thing on the same position again. So the team is pretty well balanced. So that's how it is. It's nothing, for sure, our plans are not for the public. That's how it is. But yeah. Will it be the biggest transfer window of LFC? No, probably not. But I think you would have been surprised if I say yes. We sell them all, because if they don't do it at the end, then we sell them all. That was a nice idea. So no, it's yeah. We are always, our eyes are always open. We always look. But what happens if and when? Nothing to say about in the moment.
Juliet? One thing that Pep Boyer did say last night after the
Oh, I only watched the game. I only watched the game. I didn't watch
he did say that both Liverpool and Manchester City deserve to win the title as one. Is that something that you agree with?
Yeah. Still will not happen, probably. That was only a water bottle, an empty one. So, yeah, will not happen. So one of us, it's like with the Highlander. We'll be there at the end, but it's still. Look, that's what I meant when I said last week. I think we don't only play for being champion at the end of the season. Yes, it's a main. It's a big target. This team tries it the first time, and we are obviously pretty close in the moment, and we have still the chance to do it. We will see what happens until the end of the season, but it will be not. It's the first time, not the last time. So that's how it is, and only because the club is waiting for a long time. The people are waiting for it. That doesn't make it more likely that we are that close. Is already, I would say, rather surprising, because last year we were 25 points behind. So, and that doesn't look like that will happen this year again. So that's really, really good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. It's all good, and we have to carry on. We will carry on. There's no doubt about that. But at the end, still only one team will be the champion. Yeah, that was always like this. I'm long enough in the business. I knew that before we started. We still tried it, but it's not only about that. That's what I said. We want to play the best football we can play every single day. That's the truth. Every day. Sometimes we have to accept that it's not that it didn't happen, but we still try it, and that's all what we are interested in. And then at the end of the season, you see where you end up, and that's this year the same like in all the years before.
I guess it's like that whole thing, isn't it? There would be a disappointment for whoever doesn't win the title, but it's the fact that he was also saying, that neither team, can have regrets because of the season that both have had in terms of consistency and the standard of football that's been played. So
far, yes, but we have still 3 games to play. So, and we want to win them. So, and it's difficult enough. Huddersfield, Newcastle, Wolverhampton. They proved again last night that it will be a tough game anyway. So that's a situation. Nothing else to say. We don't have to resume. We don't have to summarize or whatever the season and think what happened. I said it. If we will do it, we will do it. If we will not do it, there are no regrets. As long as we give always our best. And I saw that the whole season from the boys. But still, the season, however it ends up, is only the first step in that area. It's not we are not finished, a finished article, whatever, to say, okay, so that was the last year they played together. But we started this year with this team, and we will carry on, and then we will see.
Michael? Okay, we'll go to Carl, and then I'll go to the others in the room. The others who are asking that could be staying in the organisation as well. Carl, thanks.
4 players in the PFA team of the year, 3 of whom were defenders. How much satisfaction does that give you that side of the game has been recognised by their fellow pros?
Oh, it's impressive. It's good and deserved as well. For me, my team is the team of the season anyway. So that's true, because there could have been, from my point of view, 4, 5, 6. Even 7 more players involved, because they played an outstanding season in so many moments. But of course, they are the players in the Premier League make the decision, and so that's then the most honest competition of the year. Even when the players don't watch all the games, they probably watch most of the time the summaries, and so it's even more special when you come in a team of the year as a defender. Then it's mostly of the players they played against them and felt obviously quite uncomfortable and thought, oh, that was not easy today. So that's cool and so deserved. But how I said, Mo would have deserved it again. He's again up there with for the scorer, with the top scorers. Scored so many incredible important goals for us. Gini plays an incredible season, 100%. Hendo is a moment in a shape. If they would vote today, then he would probably be in and stuff like that. So it's good. But all the other players obviously deserve it as well, and it's the players' decision. And so we anyway have to accept it. But I'm really happy for them.
Yes, okay. Organisation, one question.
Jonas from Norwegian National TV. You came into this club mid-season, had to rebuild the stuff. How do you see comparisons to Man United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and the job he has to do there?
Now I get it. Coming from Norway and asking questions about how I did it. They didn't help us, why we should help them? You have to find your own solutions. No, it needs time. Come on, it needs time. So it's that's how it is. I need the time. Everybody needs time. You cannot perform wonders. Nobody of us can do that. And it's a quite competitive league. Let me say it like this. And I don't think you found a lot of people. They spoke too positive about me when I came in October. And probably, if we wouldn't have had quite interesting ride in the European League, I don't think there would have been a lot of positives about me. So that's how it is. We all have to try our best and to work every day, and that's what he has to do. And at the end, I think the financial power of United is big enough to sort the problems.